All right. We are live. It is Tuesday night. What is it? Tuesday? Yeah. Tuesday night,
Yeah.
November 30th. This is Worlds Collide Fantasy Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Scotty Dreamer. With me, as always, Johnny Dubs and Jay Stone. How was your week, boys?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Good. Wouldn't listen any damn way.
Big
How about
good.
you, Jay?
Fuck you then.
I don't know why I bothered asking. I really didn't care. No, it's been a good week. We were busy as hell for the league, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think that would be the
Yeah.
understatement of the year kind of thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're fun.
Jesus, there was a lot going on. We had the
A lot of
draft, which
chaos.
was the draft was fun. We got that last week on the show, and our guest tonight tortured himself, and he did all the legwork for everybody on that, and he was the one kind of putting everybody's rosters together, making sure everybody knew what was what, who had who, and kind of getting us all set. So we're excited to talk to him tonight. And I only had maybe one mistake, and it was just what division somebody was in. How about you guys? How'd he do for you?
Yeah, pretty much I had everything set except dividing people by like super heavyweights and heavyweights. But other than that, that's all he really had to do for me.
Okay, that's a good thing. Josh? Jay? Sorry.
All right, Scotty.
God
damn it.
No, everything looks good on my end. He did pretty good.
Good. Yeah, he works hard, man. He's the hardest working man in fantasy wrestling for sure, because he's got his league, which is a phenomenal the play on words there, I guess would be. So he does an awesome job to make sure that everybody's taken care of in everything that we do here and all the fantasy wrestling. The commissioner does his job, and then our guest tonight just knocks it out of the park to make sure that everybody is taken care of every way that he can. So it's exciting to have him on tonight.
Yes.
But then we had the real chaos. Today we had free agency open up, and we haven't even hit the season yet, and it was already immediate impact to how everything was going down. It was very exciting stuff. Let's see. We had within seconds of free agency opening, what did we have? Like 30 people get taken.
There was a lot of people that got taken, like right off the bat.
It was like NBA free agency.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy stuff. Again, it was an exciting time to. It was the first free agency window that I've been a part of, so it was interesting to see just how swift people were coming off the board. I was trying to ask as many questions as I could before we officially launched. Did you guys pick up anybody that you were really excited about that were free agents?
I didn't get anybody, so.
You didn't get anybody?
Everybody that I wanted was taken.
Really?
Yeah,
there's a few people still left, man.
Yeah, I might take a look at it again, see if there's anybody else that I want before we actually start anything. So.
Right. Jay, you get anybody good?
I didn't get anyone today, but they were all taken. I only wanted 4 people, so, and they were already taken by the time I pressed send.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was crazy. Fortunately for me, I was kind of focusing on Modern Mania wrestling characters, so I don't think very many people were taking them.
Right.
Yeah. So all the Modern Mania fans out there, they're well represented on Raw. So a couple from the 80s as well, but mostly Modern Mania. So not a ton of recap. Yeah. Like I said, we had the busy week, but it was mostly free agency, and that was pure chaos. Some of the names that really stood out from free agency today, like I picked up Avarice. for Modern Mania and Gorilla Monsoon, but he had been a existing character that nobody had yet.
That's surprising. Yeah,
it surprised me a little bit. So that added a little bit of depth to my super heavyweight division.
Yeah.
But there was a couple other that were some big names that just got released. Oh, Karl Malone was an interesting one. That's one I was not expecting at all.
Yeah, expect the unexpected in Worlds Collide.
That's right. Now, I don't know. I'm sure John Stockton's not getting released anytime soon, so we can't have that tag team.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What was the one that? Oh, the Water Boy was one that I liked. I don't know if anybody picked him up, but I liked that. Yeah. Whoever has Captain Insano better have picked him up. That would be
right.
That would be perfect right there. First rivalry right there.
Yeah.
Captain Insano versus Water Boy.
Gatorade's better.
H2O.
So, and then what's the big thing that we've got going on for the league, other than getting ready to start finally, is we have the Cruiserweight Cup, right?
Yeah, the Cruiserweight Classic.
Cruiserweight Classic, that's what it is. Now, what's going on with that? We had to send some people to represent each of our brands. What are some of the matches? Do you guys remember?
I know we have a Battle Royal. That's consisted of.
Then we got the Trios Championship.
Yeah, we got the Trios Championship, and we got the Unchained Championship. The Lucha Classic, or
whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah, the Legends Cruiserweight title. We'll just go with that. And then the World title, World's Cruiserweight title.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw that we had to send in, I think it was like 6 people, wasn't it? Or I'm sure there's a few of us that had to send in multiple, but I was asked for 6. So that's going to be exciting. I've got Suicide over there representing Raw. He was one of my newcomers, so I'm happy to send him out there to represent us.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, who'd you send along?
Let's see. I still have not decided.
Let's see. I sent over.
Yeah, I haven't decided who I'm doing for GCW yet. I have to send a legend for GCW, and like I said earlier, I don't have any Cruiserweight legends on any of my shows, so I'm probably out of that match. But for ECW, for the World Cruiserweight title, I sent Kota Ibushi, and the trios I sent Mustafa Ali, Colby Carino, and Jordan Miles. And the Battle Royal right now I have Steve-O and the Jackal, and the Unchained title I'm sending in Darby Allin.
I saw Darby. That's what convinced me to go ahead and send over Suicide. What about you, Jay?
Shit, I can't even remember all of them that I sent over, but I know I did have the Super Click for the Trios title.
Okay.
That was from AEW, and then I did this kind of like I really didn't have a Trios Cruiserweight division, so I just threw in like 3 people from TNA, which was AJ Styles, Austin Aries, and Dolph Ziggler in for the trios on that one.
That's actually kind of a dream trio right there.
Yeah, that is a good trio though.
Right, and I actually called them the something like the phenomenal trio.
Okay.
I think that's what you call them.
Phenomenal trios or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I sent
and then
yeah, you called them a phenomenal trio.
Nice.
Yeah. I couldn't think of anything. And then I think I got what is the Lego del
Fuego del
something
Sol.
Phantasma? Yeah, Phantasma or some shit. I can't think of their names. Yeah, I can't pronounce that shit. But yeah, they're in there.
Okay. Yeah, I sent over H2H from Modern Mania, and then I added Eclipse Jr. in there. So it was Seraph, Diablo, and Eclipse. I thought would make a nice lucha mask trio there.
Yeah.
So, but not much to recap. Like I said, we haven't had any matches, so we've kind of gone over everything that we've done so far. So without further ado, why don't we bring in the first ever champion of Worlds Collide Fantasy Wrestling, which it wasn't Worlds Collide at the time, wasn't it? It was just general manager mode, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what we were calling it, just general manager mode.
Yeah, so we've kind of rebranded the league a little bit since we decided to go with the podcast. I think kind of forced the hand a little.
Yeah, I mean, everything's gonna watch a podcast. It's just a general manager mode podcast.
Yeah, that sounds boring as hell. Worlds Collide, man. That's right. Let's see what the hell's going on. So, without further ado, we're going to bring in Mr. David Pure Power Powell. David, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How we doing tonight?
I can't even see him.
Great, man.
You can't see.
Oh shit!
Can you at least hear
John
me?
Cena again?
Yeah, we got John Cena again.
Damn it!
Oh,
never fails.
Well, we'll make sure to kind of throw some comments out there for you, Josh, so we can Jay, so we can kind of get this going.
Yeah.
Well, I can see and hear him fine. So
yeah, exactly. So we got a few questions for you. I think I had kind of come up with one just kind of based on the fact that you won the first ever championship, and I just kind of wanted to know what it was like being in on the ground floor of this fantasy league and winning that first season, because I can't imagine that was a easy one for it.
Right. Well, I came in probably 8 weeks into the show, so I took over New Japan's roster at that point.
Okay.
So I wasn't there on the ground, the original draft and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. He was not.
No. But I think when
in.
I came in, I released like 90% of that roster and picked up a lot of free agents.
So it wasn't great.
It was a really good roster if you liked the old 70s and 80s style. A lot of like Peter Maivia, Abdullah the Butcher, Andre the Giant, things like that.
Okay.
But I really wanted more of a modern, up-to-date roster. So
okay. And what were some of the staples of that initial season for you? Who are some of your main people?
The OGK, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven was probably my biggest tag team. And singles, I think both of them were world champion at one time, and won the tag titles toward the end of that season. Let's see. First season's a long time ago. That was really my biggest, that was my initial pickup of who I wanted to have. I think I had the Backseat Boys. I used to be a big fan of them in early CZW. So
you say used to.
Well, Trent Hassett passed away, and Johnny Cashmere hadn't done anything, I don't think, since then. So and then for winning the first season, I was able to steal John Moxley away from John there. So.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, nice.
John Moxley was literally my first pick in season 1. Like, I had high hopes for him for ECW. He never won the world title at all. I did have Sami Callihan, and they did team up for a while. They did win the titles. And then comes season 2, he gets his free draft pick and takes Moxley from me. I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, he had a lot of good matches with Nick Gage during season 2.
Okay.
So
Good thing, though.
3 months
You used them right.
CZW. Yeah.
You used them right, though. Yeah,
Right.
I can say that.
Oh, and I
That's
got
the
plans
key.
for it this season going forward too, because now that you've traded me Sammy Callahan, yeah, I've got
Yeah.
I've got Switchblade Jay White, so he's gonna kind of yeah, they're gonna battle for that Switchblade.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, John, you kind of started it up, so why don't you ask the next question?
All right. So what were some of the big rivalries you had going for season 1? Do you remember that at all?
Even for season 2, I would think.
Yeah, in season 2.
Season 2, during CZW, John Moxley, Nick Gage was a big one. Jay White versus the World basically happened. Nobody could take the title from him.
Okay.
I had him and Mike Awesome together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So nobody could take the title from Jay White. And I think everybody tried. Hangman Page, Madman Fulton. I think the very last show, the WrestleMania show, Shane Taylor took it in the Elimination Chamber, finally. So we go into the new season with a new champion. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another one of my big rivalries were Tank and Brad Cash, who I've actually seen wrestle live in a taped fist match. And they beat the hell out of each other. so I wanted to redo that on the fantasy league.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I was wondering. I was like, I don't recognize those names, but I am not nearly as wrestling cultured as some of the other people are. Can you call it wrestling cultured? Is that the wrong term for it? So,
It works.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it works.
Josh, what did you want to ask?
Oh man, well I can't see the motherfucker and I can't hear him, so
You're familiar with what he looks like.
Yeah.
yeah. Luckily, I am. So, but my questions are. So I noticed the Fiend is in CZW. What's in store for him?
I don't know yet. Yeah, I was shocked that I was able to pick him up during the trades. It took, I think I got rid of like 6 people for him, but
Yeah.
I picked him up, and eventually the lights are going to go out, and he's going to show up somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I did notice that you were leaning heavily on the big ass trades.
Yeah, I had some good ones there with Josh, and
You even took my number 1 pick
yeah.
with a big ass trade. It was one of those. It's like, wow, how can I pass up 6 people for Deonna Purrazzo?
Yeah, I did the same thing to get Lex Luger from Darren. So
Okay.
I gave him Scott Armstrong, and I think a bunch of people from the Modern Mania. I got Lex Luger for that.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I'm like, damn, I really want Deonna Purrazzo to be massive for my women's division, but how could I not accept this trade?
And there were some good ones in that trade.
The hell yeah, there were.
Yeah.
So just as we're talking, just so you wonder if you're wondering why I'm not paying the closest attention, I am just going through letting people know that we're live. Hope trying to get a few people on here to throw some questions at us. And then as we're just kind of going through and playing around, having fun.
Yeah.
Jay Stone, any other questions?
Oh well. The only other question is there going to be a Switchblade reunion?
A Switchblade reunion. Yeah.
Yes, he said yes.
That's a good answer, I think.
And they're gonna battle Switchblade Jay White.
Okay.
So
that's gonna make for a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
John, what else you got?
Okay, so speaking of tag teams, I noticed on your roster you have the Pit Bulls. Any plans for them at all?
Not right off, because I got them out of the draft. They actually went on to 2 different shows. So I think Pitbull 2 on CZW and Pitbull 1 was on another one. I traded him over to CZW. So I don't have any plans right now with them. Maybe they'll feud with the Eliminators.
Okay.
So
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's a good place to transition for me, because my next thing was really kind of what do you have planned for us coming up this season? That's kind of the big thing, man. You've got some awesome talent, which we're gonna get into the people on your roster shortly here, and we're gonna kind of do a preview of your first week, which is gonna be awesome. But what do you have in store for us that we should really be aware of?
big on the heavyweights, the death matches. Yeah, I did a lot of death matches. At least tried to do once each week last season. I've got a lot of deathmatch wrestlers on the roster. So
that makes for fun.
Yeah, I've even got a few of the females there that do a lot of the death matches. So
okay,
I think we did the Goddess of Gore last season tournament. So
it's a great tournament name.
Yeah, it really is.
I can't remember who did it last year, but I saw it somewhere and I was like, "Oh, that is awesome!" So,
that I was thinking of something else too when I was just kind of looking through your roster. We kind of talked about it earlier. The heavyweights are just loaded, which is exciting. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. How could I forget about this? You are also the commissioner of a fantasy wrestling league.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling for those that aren't familiar with it? Because that's how I got introduced to the group, which I believe I probably met you through Modern Mania Wrestling somewhere.
Yeah, I think I shared the link there, and you came to Phenomenal, and that's actually how Darren got started. I met him doing Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling. He joined us there, and then he brought me over to this.
Okay,
it's a little bit different than what we do here. Obviously, we draft, and you get scored based on what they do on the TV. More in line with like fantasy football and baseball and stuff. And then I watch all the shows, Raw, SmackDown, Impact, AEW Dark, everything that basically comes on. I try to watch it and score every single show I can. If I don't get to watch it, I try to find the results just to make sure it's fair and everybody gets all the points that they can.
Right. Now you've got to fast forward through some of them, man. There's so much wrestling on now.
Things like AEW Dark.
Oh yeah,
full of just squash matches.
Okay.
So obviously you just look at the lineup and you basically know who's going to win. So you really only have to watch one or two of the actual matches.
Right.
Impact. I actually enjoy watching Impact.
I have been too.
So, Raw, I fast forward a good bit of that. It's gotten stale.
Yeah. I'll tell you the Wrestle House 2 was a lot of fun. It was.
I have not gotten to watch it yet. No, I'm a week behind. I haven't watched anything from last week yet.
Okay.
Focusing on this, I just haven't been watching.
Right.
So I've got to go back to last Monday and start from the whole week.
It was. It's stupid as hell, but it was a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah.
I loved the first Wrestle House. I was so upset because I found out they recorded it down the street here, and I didn't know at the time.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was listening to Busted Open. I heard Tommy Dreamer say that they recorded it here. I was like, damn, if I'd known that, I would have MapQuest, been trying to Google map, view my way, find them.
And David's got a drone and he's checking out.
Damn right. because they had some good ones on Wrestle House 1. They had, Ty Valkyrie, Kaylee Ray there, or no, Kylie Ray. That's
Kylie Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Ty is probably coming back, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the big one.
That's a definite.
Yeah.
And Johnny, I would assume that he's coming back. The Thursday night or whatever night the hell Impact's
right.
I watch everything recorded, so I don't know what anything is.
There's Thursday night. I've got the YouTube, the digital media member. I signed up for that. It's like $5 a month.
Okay,
but it's cheaper than Impact Plus, which is crazy because it has all the same stuff. Impact Plus is like $8. Yeah, yeah. You get to watch Impact. You get the free the digital media championship matches. Before the Impact, I think it is comes on the hour before. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. It's like $2-3 cheaper.
Okay.
And I've had nothing but troubles every time I sign up for Impact Plus. So I was like, okay, YouTube's the same. I'm gonna go with YouTube.
Right. Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you plug your YouTube channel and your stuff that you got going on in a little bit here. But let's kind of I'm gonna kick Jay Stone out and let him log back in real quick. Right. Maybe we can get him to hear you. We want to make sure that he can hear what's going on and give his predictions for your show coming up here.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's give this a shot here, Jay.
Yeah, because I'm just watching y'all just have a gay old time over there. Laughing and cutting up, and I can't have a fun. I can't hear a fucking thing. Oh, it's so funny. I'm over here in Clueless watching you guys just talking shit or just listening to David. Y'all listening to David, and I see y'all laughing and shit, and it's like, what the fuck did he just say?
Something stupid. You know me.
So right, whatever we got to do to figure out how to get me to see.
Sounds good.
I don't need to see him. I just need to hear him.
Let's see, did that do anything?
Nah, let me actually here, I'll back out and then come back in. Maybe that'll work.
All right, sounds good.
We'll figure some shit out.
Well, we will.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. We'll figure it out.
I know. All right. So now that he's fucking gone. No, I am excited to finally get into this next segment here because I am really looking forward to seeing what you have on the works, especially after we looked at your roster.
Yeah.
So let's hit your roster a little bit, and then we'll kind of see what you have in store for us for this first week or so here. Let's see. See if he's got his hotspot working.
Yeah.
Look who's John Cena now.
Yeah. So, I mean, right off the bat, man, you sent us over your roster, and right off the bat, Axe and Smash in the Legends Heavyweight division.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I just got them. I got them from Jay Stone there on a trade.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got Crush in there too. So the whole.
Oh, I didn't even notice Crush.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I actually had them originally in New Japan during season 1. I traded them to Darren, and I guess somehow Jay Stone ended up with them, and I got them right back.
Hey, that works.
Yeah, same with the Road Warriors. I got them for WCW, and originally I had them for New Japan. So, so people just trading everything around.
Yeah. That's a good thing. People kind of flip and flop.
Yeah.
Anybody you really noticed, John?
see. Let's look through here. I can see Justin Credible,
Mm-hmm.
Shane Douglas.
I saw Shane Douglas working at a house show around here.
Yeah.
Oh, no
with
shit.
with Rhino.
Oh wow.
So that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because it was in it was in a church. It was a fundraiser for something. And that's when my daughter developed a disdain for Rhino. Was in
Oh.
the match because she was sitting there with her popcorn, and Rhino took the popcorn from her and punched Shane Douglas with it, and then handed it back.
That's
She
nice.
goes, "I spilled half my damn popcorn." I hate him. She still remembers it too. She does
Yep.
not let go of grudges easily.
Yeah, I've got Justin Credible. He leads the Impact Players.
Okay.
I was a big fan of the Impact Players in ECW. Lance
Yeah.
Storm, Credible, Don Marie. I couldn't get Don Marie from anybody. So I'm using Francine in that spot.
Okay.
As the manager, and then it's just incredible. Cass, Big Cass, Albert, and Brian Pillman are the Impact Players. So yeah.
Now Big Cass is
There we go.
He's Kaz XL, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Are
And
we functioning?
Not going to see.
Now he can't even hear us.
Yeah. He's muted.
Let's see. What was another one? I saw that you got Akeem. That's a good one I really like that one.
Yeah, I didn't know last season what to do with him.
Okay.
And then toward the end of the season, I put him together with Vic Grimes and kind of have them in a Authors of Pain kind of.
Okay.
Big guys just dominating everybody. So
Yeah, kicking the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a good place for him.
Yeah. In the last season, they feuded with the Gangstas.
Okay.
Until I lost New Jack.
Yeah.
But I had to do the scaffold match with New Jack and Vic Grimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I had
I'll
to
tell
do
you,
that.
man, I watched the was it Dark Side of the Ring with New
Yeah.
Jack? That's the first time that I was like, man, I think I'm feeling nauseous. I don't know about this.
Oh, the one. Have you seen the one for XPW?
No, not yet. I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen anything for this season yet.
Okay. Yeah, this season's pretty good. I got a couple of them to catch up on, but
it's such a good show, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it really is.
That first season was fantastic. It seems like it was filmed straight in the 70s.
Right.
Just because of the quality of the video.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting better every season with that show.
Oh yeah.
Except for now, it's ruined Tommy Dreamer's life and
apparently,
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair's career.
I don't see how you don't expect that out of Ric Flair, though. I mean, he's Ric Flair.
Right. He's fucking Ric Flair. Of course.
Right.
Yeah,
fucking,
he hasn't really lied about a lot of what he's said or done.
But that's why everybody's mad at Tommy Dreamer, because he just he's Ric Flair. You know what he's.
Yeah.
And everybody's mad because Tommy Dreamer just said he's Rick being Rick.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't make it right, but at the same time, it's not like this is news.
Right.
That's just happened last week.
No.
But it's just it was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole plane ride apparently was crazy. So
well, yeah. That's what they say.
Yeah, that whole episode was
a lot, man. Professional. Well, it's kind of like rock stars. It's a certain life that's on the road it doesn't lead to people living a normal life.
Right.
So you got to expect the unexpected with those kind of anyways.
Yeah.
Well, and getting hit in the head that often, it doesn't matter if it's staged or not. So at some
Right.
point,
Oh yeah, he's still messed up from that.
Yep.
so.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Now,
Chris Benoit. I mean, the headbutt after headbutt.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
really
well,
fucked him up.
CTE's
Yeah.
no damn joke, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you add on that his best friend died, so
Right. Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Even once they cut back on their drinking and everything like that, it's all that trauma is still going to be there.
Oh yeah.
So now I am looking forward to hearing about your Divas division. Like Tennille Dashwood is somebody she is just underutilized. Well, she's not underutilized. She's just doesn't get over as much as I'd like to see her get over.
I kind
her
of book
role.
her, unfortunately, the same way. I don't book her very well.
Right.
We'll say that. Even though I think she might be on my first week. I can't remember.
Okay.
But,
Well, we'll find out in a little while.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other one that I really was excited to see on here was Dakota Kai. I like her
Yeah.
a lot.
Yes.
She was. I had her teaming with Tegan Knox, like just basically every match of last season, and I lost Tegan Knox during the draft. So
Okay.
I've got to figure out what really to do with her this season.
Right. That makes a big difference. Now, you've got a lot of managers. Do you use them only in manager roles, or do you also throw them into matches?
Mostly manager roles. Every once in a while, like Sonny and Francine have cat fought and had a match, impromptu match, but it's mostly manager roles.
Okay. I say a lot because I have none. So, compared to me, one is a lot.
I don't think they focused on managers really after he put out the initial list of managers. When he drops the free agents, he hasn't dropped any new managers in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
because celebrities, it's easier to use.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I'm going to use Ashton Kutcher, but I'm going to try. Maybe Batman will beat his ass.
There you go. Well,
how dare you prank me?
I just got Freddie Prinze Jr. today out of free agent, so
I saw that.
I saw his name on there. I had to grab him up.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're talking about free agents. I think I was the first one to really hit the button on those, and
yeah,
I know I upset a few people with mine.
Well, I know for me, it wasn't really. I wasn't upset by anything because most of the free agents that were on there, like I had a couple ideas of who I wanted when they were announced.
Yeah.
But again, my focus today wasn't on actual people.
Right. Yeah.
Mine was on the fiction, the quote unquote fictional characters. So,
I know I took two, and I know Jay really wanted them, and he's already offered me a trade.
Really?
We've already come to a trade with two of them for
That's
after
awesome.
the review. But yeah, I ended up with Prince Devitt and the two females there, Ruby Soho, Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, those were good ones. Jamie was on my list.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hit enter soon enough. She was the first one I typed in.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I
don't know how I feel about Ruby Soho.
I've got Ruby Riot. I did a lot with her during New Japan. She led her own Riot Squad. So I've got to figure out what to do. I think I put her on AIW for this season. So maybe she'll lead another Riot Squad somewhere. And yeah, I think I actually put Ruby Soho on the same show, I believe.
So we still have Jay trying to get in here.
Yeah.
He just messaged that he's not sure what's going on now. So worst come to worst, we'll just kind of have him throw his questions in here. And
Yeah.
Now one of the other ones that now you've got Rey Mysterio Sr.
Yeah.
And that's not Rey Mysterio WWE. That's Rey
No.
Mysterio, old school.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's Uncle Ray. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him out of the draft, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what to do with him.
That's the thing, is figuring out what to do with some of these guys.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see how many people were able to keep people that they got in the draft because they had
Right.
plans for them immediately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that were going bye-bye pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot that got traded right away.
Yeah. Now, I do like that you have Slick and Truth Martini as managers.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Truth Martini manages Jay White and Mike Awesome,
Okay.
who are known as Truth and Consequence.
Nice.
And Slick manages Akeem and Vic Grimes. So
Oh, yeah. True to form.
yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh, we've got a comment here. Big Dan, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us. So, now I say let's kind of get into the show. Jay Stone, if you can hear us, just kind of, if you want to just throw your predictions into the chat, we'll get to go, get rocking and rolling on this. I can try to type them into the chat too, as Mr. Pure Power Powell lets us know what we got going on.
All right. Let's see. First match on CZW Week 1 is Jimmy Jacobs. And he's brought out to the ring with the Necro Butcher and Alexis Lurie, and he faces Jimmy Rave.
Okay. And Jimmy Rave's coming out solo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jimmy Jacobs is the leader of the Age of the Fall.
Age of the Fall.
Yeah. It's him, Alexis Lurie, and the Necro Butcher. And last season they did have the Briscoes, but I lost one of them in draft and the other in trade. So
Okay.
I got to figure out somebody to fill that spot.
Yeah.
Now, I do like the Jimmy Jacobs princess character. It's one of he cracks me up. He was I got a chance to see him live in like a bar. There was we've got this real weird bar that's got this cool setup that looks down at the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that's where they set up the ring.
Oh,
so
wow.
I got to see Jimmy Jacobs in there. That was pretty fun. I think he went up against like Brian Cage. So it was definitely not a high quality match, but it was pretty entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah.
Got to hang out with Petey Williams at the bar for briefly at that one. So that was fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Mr. Stone is saying he's picking Jimmy Jacobs in this one. I'm going to say Jimmy Rave. I'm going to go with the sentimental one there.
I'm going to say Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs. We got two Jacobs and a Rave.
My prediction was Jacobs. So
okay.
But I did like Jimmy Rave, early TNA.
Oh, yeah.
I believe I just read not long ago that he's had both feet amputated.
Both legs.
Both legs? Wow.
Yeah, both legs.
Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's had an arm amputated as well.
Really?
So he is not doing well.
No.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
That's tough to win. Tough to win a match with, but
It's just one arm, you know.
I already apologize for that comment. That was horrible, horrible person.
Zach Owen used to do it with a leg, so
Yes. He's a Michigan boy.
Yeah. I think at one point he was actually a member of the Age of the Fall with Jimmy Jacobs in Ring of Honor. So
So what's next on the agenda?
Next are the Slashers, Nightmare Freddy and Jason the Terrible, taking on Blackout, Ruckus, and Eddie Kingston.
Oh.
Not familiar with Ruckus, but I am familiar with Eddie Kingston.
He was
Bad King.
Yep.
Yeah, Ruckus and Kingston were Blackout and early CZW days.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just probably going recency bias here. Kingston tends to lose a lot, so I'm gonna go with the Slashers.
Well,
Mr. Stone has said that he predicts Blackout.
well, sorry, Eddie. I like you, man, but I'm going with Slashers.
And I went with the Slashers. I've been trying to push them since I picked them up off free agency last season. I love the horror character gimmick that they've got. I think there's a few more out there that need to be brought into free agency, and I'll try to pick them up. I think somebody does a Chucky gimmick and a Crypt Keeper gimmick. So
yeah.
So hopefully I get a whole stable of just horror characters.
Well, isn't Liv doing a Chucky gimmick right now?
I think she's had the
or maybe she's just doing cosplay.
Yeah, I think she's cosplayed the outfit a few times. Yeah.
Okay.
They probably did that because of the TV show. You know,
yeah. Oh yeah, I had to.
Pretty much. Even though I heard that she wants WWE to kill her off and bring her back as a different character or something.
Oh, really? Is that what it was? I thought maybe she actually played a role in Chucky. And she wanted to get killed off.
She wants to in season 2, I think is what I read. Yeah.
Okay.
So. All right. Match 3, I've got Dakota Kai taking on B. Priestley.
Oh.
Okay. Give me a little background on Priestley. I'm not familiar with her.
She started, did English. You watch NXT UK?
Not me.
Okay. Yeah, she goes by Blair Davenport right now in UK.
Oh, okay.
She signed to AEW when they were first starting out, but she couldn't travel here because of the
pandemic.
Yeah, so they let her go pretty early on.
Yeah,
and she's dated Will Ospreay for quite some time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of people leaving AEW, I just saw that Big Swole decided to part ways. That was right before we came on the air.
Yeah, I think I put that in the latest YouTube video I did.
Yeah.
My channel. So yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna go Dakota Kai. John.
Yeah, I was looking at my phone. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. Priestley.
Priestley?
Yeah.
And Mr. Stone says Kai.
I went with Priestley.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
And her and Isla Dawn right now are the Worlds Collide Women's Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
And I lost Isla Dawn in the draft. So I don't know how he's going to work that out, if they can still defend the titles at the Worlds Collide pay-per-view, since how they would break down the points for the show, because you get extra points. With whoever has Isla Dawn get half the points and I get half the points. I don't know. So
okay. Yeah, that would be interesting.
I need to ask about.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to find out from the commissioner. If you're listening, we'll need an answer. I know I don't have anyone that's in the Worlds Collide Championship ring anywhere. So but I did have a couple of people I lost in the draft that were champs. So that'll be interesting. Got to figure out how to replace them.
Right. All right. The next match I have is Four Corners of Pain.
Oh,
it is the Messiah with Lizzie Borden versus Sick Nick Mondo.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Messiah on it.
That's what I was gonna say too.
I mean,
Messiah.
I feel bad not saying the Messiah.
Yeah, right.
We got unanimous. All three of us went with the Messiah.
I went with the Messiah as well.
All right.
And if you watch the Dark Side of the Ring about XPW, man, the story about the Messiah on there is insane. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, the story surrounding him, Rob Black, who was the owner, and Lizzie Borden. Whew, it was a hell of a thing to watch and listen to.
Okay.
So,
it's not gonna make me nauseous again.
it might. It might.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh great. I'll have to go watch that tonight.
All right. Match number 5. I've got Madman Fulton versus Shane Douglas.
Okay. I'm just letting Jay Stone know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been impressed with Madman when I've seen him, but I'm gonna go with Shane Douglas.
I'm gonna say Fulton.
And Mr. Stone said Fulton.
I went with Shane Douglas.
All right.
Yep. But I really like Madman Fulton. Him and Ace Austin are pretty great together.
Yeah.
He's been doing really well with them. That's been an exciting one. This is a good comment here.
Yeah, and after you watch that episode, it'll be even better for you.
Although it might have been his pointer finger he got cut off. He's not sure. But it's just a good one all the way. Good job, Dan. Appreciate that.
All right, match number 6. I've got Air Raid, which is Air Styles and Air Paris, taking on Injustice, Myron Reed, and Jordan Oliver.
Okay. I was like, Justin. That's an
Injustice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hey, I think he might be able to hear us.
He just said Air Paris.
Yeah.
I hadn't even typed it in. Now he's just slacking over there. I'm gonna go with Air Raid as well. Jay Stone also said Air Raid.
Yeah, I'm going Air Raid as well.
I went Injustice.
Oh no!
Yeah.
None of us are right this time around. What do we got next?
Next, we've got a pit fight between Tank and Brad Cash.
Now, what is a pit fight?
ICW New York does a show they call the Pit. Basically, you just fight it out in a pit.
Okay.
They did it actually here a couple weeks ago. I wanted to go so bad to that, but I didn't get to. I don't know if I could stomach going and watching death matches.
Yeah, I don't know.
I barely can watch them on TV. I don't think I can go watch them in person, but they did have PCO here, and I wanted to go see him, but just didn't work out for me. But they do different things.
Basically, a street fight in a pit.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've had like a circle pit before with chains surrounding it, looked like an octagon, but just a circle. Here, what they did was they just had concrete floor, barbed wire kind of ropes, no ring. Yeah, it was insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay Stone is saying he's going to go with Brad Cash and that he would love to see a death match live. I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about going to the ones here together, but we couldn't line it up. But
the timid one with Nick Cage and Jericho on AEW a few weeks ago, I can handle that one. Who'd you say that was? That was Brad Cash and who?
Tank. Yep.
I'm going to go with Tank.
I'm going to say Brad Cash.
I went Tank.
All right. Look at that. Every once in a while, we've had the outlier has been the correct one.
Yeah. All right. Next, we've got a triple threat match: Neil Diamond Cutter versus John Wayne Murdoch versus Akira.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Akira in that one. Here you go, Dan. We got high fours all around for you, buddy. Mr. Stoney is over there, and he's gonna say Murdoch is his pick for this one.
That's who I'm gonna pick too.
Go Murdoch as well.
Yeah.
I went with Neil Diamond Cutter.
Neil Diamond Cutter.
Neil Diamond
What
Cutter.
a name.
Right.
Solid name, by the way.
Yeah. And they usually primarily do deathmatch wrestling, and
Okay.
they've had some pretty brutal matches.
Yeah.
All right, match number 9. I've got Rachel Ellering taking on Kimber Lee.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that match a lot.
Right.
Now, are we talking Kimberly, the undead bridesmaid, or are we
Yeah.
talking?
I'm talking Kimber Lee, the badass. She's actually been in the pits once wrestling.
Okay.
They don't do nearly what she could do on Impact.
No.
I'd love to see her do a whole lot more.
Well, based on that, I'm going to go with Kimberly.
Me too.
Kimberly, it is. Yeah.
So did say Rachel Ellering,
Yeah.
just so we know. He's trying to join us again. Let's see if it works out. And what is your 10th match?
The main event is John Moxley versus Jay White.
That is a legitimate match that could
It really
theoretically happen.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I know how this league goes for me. I'm assuming I'm gonna go with Jay White to win this one. Because I would think that Moxley would actually win it.
Man, I'm a little biased on it. Like, I'm going Moxley.
We have no word from Mr. Stone yet. Now, is this part of a storyline?
It will lead to one. Yes.
It will lead to one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good start for one.
I did put Moxley to win. Gonna have Mike Awesome come down, maybe do something after the match.
Okay.
Possibly lead to Sami Callihan saving him in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, are you going to do anything with kind of introducing some of your new people?
Let's see some of the new people I got this season.
Like maybe a mass introduction, or just how do you go about introducing your new characters?
Well, this week we'll start with Paul E. Dangerously welcoming everybody to the new season, informing them of our new roster members who could pop up at any occasion.
Okay.
And I don't think I introduced anybody new this week. I think it's all still season 2 people. Yeah. So then, Sami Callihan, like I said, he'll be introduced, saving the day for John Moxley.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how I'll do the demolition yet.
Right.
Let's see. Barry Horowitz will probably get just squashed somewhere. Same for Danny Davis. I might even save Danny Davis till I could send him over to WCW, reunite him with the Hart Foundation.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on how to introduce some of my new characters, so I kind of just did one of the didn't introduce anybody at the beginning. I just had kind of the general manager was in the back doing his meeting, welcoming everybody to the show kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
I threw new people in almost every match.
Oh.
I just needed to go that way, but then I did save a special introduction for the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do something special with Punishment Martinez coming in.
Okay.
And of course the Fiend,
Yeah.
go down, he'll come in in a special way. But most of the other ones I'll probably just throw in a match somewhere. Nothing, nobody else really special came in to this roster.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to be leaning towards starting a new faction,
right?
Maybe even a second one. So I'll be doing. There's one person in particular that's going to get to do some interrupting in matches as the new factions get introduced.
Yeah, I'm big on factions, so
yeah,
I'll end up with 2 or 3 on each show.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the factions. I think I got most of the NWO from Jay, so I can use them on WCW.
Okay.
Sting and Luger, Macho Man.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do a whole Bash at the Beach '96 there.
There you go. John, you got any big factions you're getting ready to do?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment?
No.
I can't wait to start talking about the 3 of our shows. Who knows what we'll have if we don't have a guest for this coming week, who knows? Maybe we'll just do one of our shows.
Yeah.
That way we can avoid this issue with Jay Stone not being able to communicate.
Yeah. It's funny because now I can't see John.
There you go.
But can you see me this time?
I can see you. And I can see Scotty. I just can't see John. John is now John Cena.
Yep.
The rotating John Cena effect.
That's right. That's funny. That's too funny.
Well, David, why don't you tell us a little bit about your the shows that you host? We kind of hit on the Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling League a little bit.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel, and we'll kind of go from there.
YouTube is Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling as well. Basically, what I've been doing there is unboxing the monthly pro wrestling crates. I do try to keep up with doing a weekly recap of, each week how everybody's doing. I think the last one I had to do a major run through because I was a couple weeks out. So I think it was about an hour-long video on the last one. And then today I put up a new one, just doing like a rumor thing that, Ringside News popped up a couple of things. And I was like, well, let's throw this on there because I'm always listening to my wife. She watches all these drama channels on YouTube, and wrestling's full of drama. So why not throw out some news?
They make fun of us for watching wrestling, but they're watching soap operas. It's the same damn thing.
Right. Well, she doesn't watch that. She watches all these drama channels on YouTube that are just makeup
that's
drama.
A soap opera too.
Right.
They're all soap operas.
Oh yeah.
We're all just a bunch of little old grandmas talking about we're watching our stories.
That's right. And that's the way Vince McMahon wants it. Sports entertainment. That's
right.
All about the story to him.
Well, that's what it's all about for all of us, man.
Yeah. That's the best part.
Yeah.
But I think today's YouTube video covered Ty Connie being single.
Which I heard.
Yeah. The whole unfollowing of Andrade and Charlotte on Instagram and what that leads to for them. And Bully Ray and Velvet Sky breaking up. So I went straight out the gate with drama on that one, relationship drama.
Yeah.
And while I was making the video, my thing popped up telling about Big Swole leaving. So I threw that in there at the end.
I still have a hard time wrapping my head around the Velvet Sky Bully Ray.
Right.
I have a hard time wrapping my head around that one.
Right. The fact that they were together in the first place is
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know. I was always pulling for my Motor City Machine Guns to end up with with one of
Yeah.
with the beautiful people.
Yeah.
I love my Michigan connections there.
I mean,
was it Davey Richards is actually with Angelina Love, so
Yeah.
and,
well, not anymore.
No,
Oh,
not
really?
anymore.
Yeah, they've been divorced for a while.
oh
Okay.
wow. Yeah. It's probably when he got out of wrestling and she stayed in it. Or
Pretty
came
much,
back
yeah.
in with Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, anyone else have any questions for Pure Power Powell over here? No?
I know.
No.
Well, David, thanks for coming on the show tonight. It was a
All
good time talking to you. Thanks for kind of breaking down your roster and letting us know what we can expect from CZW over the next, 18 months or however long.
However long it takes to finish the season.
Right. We'll just say 51 more weeks.
That's right.
That's basically it.
We're looking forward
That's
to it, and always glad to talk to you, and looking forward to see what else is in store for us.
All right. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
See if I can remember what I'm doing here. So that was a good show tonight, wasn't it, guys?
Yes.
We shaved an hour
Well,
and 40
from what I
minutes
could,
off of it. Right. Well, yeah.
What I could see of it, hear of it, I'll have to go into. I'll actually have to recap all of this on YouTube later
Right.
on. So
He's gonna have to watch his own podcast to see how it went.
right. Like
Well,
son of a bitch.
I can tell you this: we shaved about an hour and 40 minutes off from the draft episode, so
yeah.
that's a big improvement.
Yeah, most definitely.
So other than that, I'm looking forward to the season. Who knows who we'll have on next week? Maybe we'll talk to one of the other new GMs, or again, maybe we'll just hit on one of us. And then we'll just kind of go from there.
And if you didn't notice in the group chat, he is ready for week 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Match cards.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. I've got to finish mine up, and I'll get that posted soon. I missed
He
that. Update.
He said deadline will be Friday at midnight, and he will he will send the Cruiserweight Classics result before week 1 results, and free agency is still open. He says.
Okay. Probably until the deadline, or what? How's that going to go?
I don't. There's no telling with Darren.
There is that.
Right.
All right, gentlemen. Well, it's been a good show. Jay, sorry you missed most of it. Hopefully you'll be able to catch up.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it was tomorrow.
Yeah. Other than that, we'll have a new guest next week. If we don't have a guest, we'll talk about one of our shows. We're gonna have a lot of fun as always.
Mm-hmm.
And next time we'll have something to recap instead of just randomly talking shit. Thank you for checking us out. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and if you have any questions, shoot us an email or a message, and we'll get right back to you. All right, wrestling fans, you take care. High four, Dan. Take care, guys.